Imagine this. A NASA spacecraft transmits a signal from over 628 million kilometers away. The message is short, encrypted, and urgent. Scientists at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California scramble to decode the final data packet before the probe powers down. When they finally do, the room falls silent. What they see is not just historic, it's terrifying and awe-inspiring all at once. For the first time in human history, evidence of alien life has been found, not light years away, but right here in our own solar system, beneath the icy shell of Jupiter's moon, Europa. In this mind-bending scenario, we explore what would really happen if NASA discovered life on Europa. Would the world rejoice or panic? Would it be microbial or something more complex? Strap in, because this story will take you from the depths of Europa's hidden ocean to the edges of human imagination and beyond. Europa, one of Jupiter's 95 moons, has long been considered one of the best places to search for extraterrestrial life. Why? Beneath its frozen surface lies a vast liquid ocean, potentially twice the volume of all of Earth's oceans combined. Heated by tidal flexing from Jupiter's immense gravity, this ocean could maintain temperatures that allow life to thrive. But not life as we know it. Life that evolved in total darkness, under kilometers of ice without sunlight, relying on hydrothermal vents, just like the organisms that thrive in Earth's deep oceans. Now, imagine NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission, set to launch in the late 2020s, finally arriving after a years-long journey. Its instruments begin scanning Europa's icy crust, analyzing plumes that shoot water vapor into space. The first sign is subtle. Elevated levels of hydrogen and oxygen, maybe some organic molecules. Exciting, but still inconclusive. Then something changes. A future lander, deployed in a subsequent mission, descends onto the icy terrain. It drills through 15 kilometers of solid ice and lowers a tethered probe into the dark ocean below. The camera feeds are grainy. At first, nothing but darkness and particles. Then, a flicker. A movement. It's not a trick of the light. Something just swam past. Long, slender, tentacled, glowing, bioluminescent, alive, and not alone. The probe captures footage of an entire ecosystem. Floating sacs that pulse with internal lights, worm-like creatures coiling around vents, and what appears to be a jellyfish-like organism drifting serenely in the dark water. These aren't just microbes. They're multicellular, complex, possibly intelligent. The scientific world erupts. News anchors can hardly believe the headlines. NASA confirms life on Europa. Aliens in our backyard. Are we alone? Not anymore. The implications ripple across every field. Biology must rewrite its definitions of life. Chemistry must reevaluate how elements interact in extreme environments. Religion, philosophy, and ethics are thrown into heated debates. Governments organize emergency meetings. Could these organisms be dangerous? Could Earth's microbes contaminate Europa? Or worse, could Europan life infect Earth? NASA holds a press conference. Flanked by top scientists and ethicists, the NASA administrator confirms the Europa probe has detected biomolecular structures unlike any seen on Earth. RNA-like chains, energy-harvesting processes that mimic photosynthesis without sunlight, and even electromagnetic signaling between organisms. In other words, they may be communicating. Meanwhile, social media explodes. Memes, theories, conspiracies. Some people believe it's fake. Others think it's the end times. But the majority? They are in awe. For the first time, humanity realizes it is not alone in the universe, and not even in its own solar system. Space agencies around the globe, from ESA to Roscosmos to CNSA, unite under a new charter, Interplanetary Bioethics and Protection Protocol. The United Nations forms a new branch for extraterrestrial diplomacy. We begin asking difficult questions. Should we explore further? Should we establish communication? What if they are intelligent? What if they evolve faster than we do? What if they have already noticed us? This discovery doesn't just change science, it changes everything. School textbooks are rewritten, universities introduce xenobiology majors, artists and writers create entire genres around European mythology. Children dream of growing up to become under-ice explorers. Meanwhile, deep within NASA and the scientific community, work begins on the next phase. A robotic submersible that can navigate Europa's ocean and analyze these life forms up close. It's no longer science fiction, it's reality. But with this reality comes risk. Scientists warn against contact before full understanding. What if we disrupt an ecosystem that evolved over billions of years? What if we introduce diseases? What if their mere biology is incompatible with Earth's, and contact could mean catastrophe? But for all the fears, one truth outweighs everything. Humanity has found life elsewhere. The biggest question ever asked has finally been answered. And yet, it leads to even more questions. Is life common in the universe? Is intelligence inevitable? Are we now part of a greater galactic narrative? Or have we simply scratched the surface of something so vast and ancient it defies comprehension? As missions prepare to return samples to Earth in ultra-contained biospheres, the planet watches with bated breath. For once, nations forget their differences. Religions find new meanings. Humanity feels united under one identity, not as Americans or Russians or Chinese, but as Earthlings. We look up at the stars not just with wonder, but with connection. Europa changes our place in the cosmos. We are no longer alone, and we may never be again. So next time you look up at Jupiter in the night sky, remember this. Floating beneath the icy skin of its tiny moon may be a world teeming with strange, luminous life. Life that has lived, evolved, and perhaps dreamed beneath the ice for longer than humans have existed. What if one day they look back